their opposition to a recent Supreme Court decision.
You see, the High Court recently gave school administrators the right to censor student newspapers. Bill O'Neill has our story.
The students who put out the Page High School newspaper are learning that the power of the press has its limits. Their bi-weekly paper is supported by advertising and a paid circulation of 800. But the editorial control is not theirs alone.
I don't think we have as much problem with it at our school. I think we have a fairly liberal school, have a liberal paper. But I think that if a principal takes the right to take out what they think is wrong in the paper, it's not a student paper anymore.
The staff of Pages by Page say they've never been censored by school administrators and don't expect the policy to change.
I'm going to do something on AIDS. Okay, so you're going to have...
Coverage is not limited to football games and proms. The paper recently did a story on AIDS, which included information on birth control.
That's what the students need to know. There's, in high school it affects them, and that's why we go for those kind of stories. And the Supreme Court ruling could, change that.
When you think about it, the school does have a lot of control over what we do, and I mean, from any management position, like if you've got a sponsor or something like that, they'll want a certain say in what you're going to do.
Faculty advisor Peggy Wolof believes many parents want schools to be more authoritative.
It's part of a very large trend. Schools are becoming, in many ways, more authoritarian, and I think parents like the idea of schools exerting control and perhaps exerting a kind of control over the students that they don't do with their own children.
Wolof says a school newspaper helps students to develop news judgment, a skill that requires a lot of room for error. In Greensboro, Bill O'Neill for Eye on the Piedmont.
This one involves disciplining the emotionally handicapped child.